Good morning, children. Welcome back to part 12 of GK session. I am your educator Divya Rohit for the session today. Today we are doing lesson number 34, games for you. It's on page number 50 in your test book. So all of you please take out your test book. Games for you. Athletics is a collection of sporting events that involve competitive running, jumping, throwing, and walking. There are different events that are part of track and field competitions in athletics. So, we are today we are going to learn about some of the games in athletics. And what is athletic means? It is a collection of sporting events, and in athletics it involves competitive running will be there, then jumping, throwing, and walking are included in athletics. And there are different events that are a part of track and field competition in athletes. So let us see some of here. Match the descriptions with the athletic events by writing the correct letters in the boxes. So here are given some of the athletics games. Here photos are also given and descriptions are also given. You have to match the photo with the description. Okay. First one is athletes run together for a short distance. The first one to reach the finish line is the winner. So in this, as per the first description, the athletes have to run for a short distance, and the one who reach the finishing line first will be declared as the winner, and it is known as races. It is the option C. You can write option C in the box provided, and that spot is known as race. And in race, for all running events up to and including the 400 meter, the athletes will need to wait 1 meter back from the starting line in the races. For running events, that is up to 400 meter, that is including 400 meter, the athletes will have to wait 1 meter back from the starting line. They have to stand 1 meter back from the starting line, and there will be a starter who controls the race, and he will call them up to the line when all the timekeepers are ready. When all the timekeepers are ready, then only the starter will call all the athletes to the line, and the athletes have an option to do a standing or crouch start. That depends upon the athletes who are participating in the races. And there are many types of races such as sprints, middle distance, and hurdles. And in sprints, it includes 60 meter race, 100 meter, 200 meter, and 400 meter races. And in middle distance races, it includes 800 meter, 100, 1500 meter, and 3000 meter. And in hurdles, 60 meter hurdles is there, 100 meter hurdles, 110 meter hurdles, like that up to 3000 meter steeplechase are also included in hurdles. Okay, so first one is races, option C. Now let us move on to the second question. Second question is that athletes jump across several barriers while racing. So in this, the athletes have to jump across several barriers while doing the racing, and this racing is known as hurdle race, option A, hurdle race. And hurdle race is also a type of track and field race. And in the hurdle race, there are sprint hurdle races and long hurdle races. Two types of races are the sprint hurdle race and long hurdle races. And the standard sprint hurdle race is 110 meter for women and 100 meter for women. Okay, and the men and women both have to run 400 meter in standard long hurdle race. So two types of hurdle races, sprint hurdle race and long hurdle races. So each of these races is run over 10 hurdles, and they are all Olympics and events, and all these hurdle races are all Olympic, considered as Olympic events. Okay, now moving on to the third one. Athletes cross water pools along with hurdles. So in this, the athletes have to cross the water pools along with the hurdles. There will be hurdles also, and they have to cross water pools also. And The answer to this question is option D, that is steeplechase. Answer is steeplechase, and it is actually a obstacle race in athletics. This steeplechase is also known as obstacle race because it includes obstacles, and that is hurdles, and they have to jump over water pools also. And this steeplechase is derived from the steeplechase in horse racing, and it is a 300-meter track race. This steeplechase is a 300-meter track race, and it consists of 28 barriers and 7 barriers followed by a water pit. The water pit is about 3.66 meter long, and when each lap the runner hurdle 4 barriers followed by a water jump. There will be 4 barriers followed by a water jump. After one water jump, they have to jump 4 barriers also. Barrier height for women and men are different, and the height for men, it is 36 inches, and for women they have to jump a height of 30 inches in this steeplechase. Now moving on to the next, athletes run and jump over a horizontal road. In this game, the athletes have to run and jump over a horizontal road, and the option is G, that is high jump. Answer is high jump, option G. You can see the horizontal road. The athlete have to jump over the horizontal road, and it is also a track and field event. And in this, the competitors just have to jump unaided over a horizontal bar placed at a measured height without dislodging it. That means the competitors or the athletes have to jump over the horizontal bar without dislodging it. Dislodging, they should not touch it, or if they touch it, the horizontal bar will fell down from there. It is kept in a measured height. This horizontal bar is kept in a measured height, and most practiced format in its modern is that the bar is placed between two standard mats with a crash mat for landing. There is a crash mat for landing, and each of the competitors will get a chance of 3 attempts. 3 chances will be provided for each competitors. Now moving on to the next one, athletes run and jump into a sand pit. Option is E. You can see here, that is long jump. In this, the athletes run and they have to jump into a sand pit, and it is also a track and field event in which athletes they combine the speed, strength and agility in an attempt to leap as far as possible, because it is a combined effort of speed, strength and agility. Then only they can jump or leap as far as possible from the takeoff point. And the competitors have to run, that is sprint or run along a runway, and jump as far as possible into the sand pit from the wooden takeoff board. There will be a wooden takeoff board. From there they have to jump as far as possible into the sand pit, and the distance travelled from the edge to the board to the closest indentation in the sand to it is then measured, and that distance will be measured to consider who is the winner. Okay. Next question is, athletes uses long flexible pole to jump over a bar. Next one is option H. Option H is pole vault. In this long flexible pole is used to jump over a bar. So in this competitors vault, that is this vault is about 4.5 meter long, and how they use is the competitors vault over a 4.5 meter long horizontal bar by sprinting along a runway. They have to run. Sprint means running along a runway and jamming a pole against the stopboard. They have to jam the pole against the stopboard, then they have to make a jump. They seek to clear the greatest height without knocking the bar off the ground. So that is pole vault. Now next one is 7th one. Athletes throw a long spear. So the option is F. The answer is javelin throw. In this, the athletes have to throw a lob spear. And in this javelin throwing, this is also a track and field event where the javelin, that is javelin, is a spear. It is about 2.5 meter in length, and that is thrown. Thus, javelin is of 2.5 meter length. And this javelin thrower gains momentum by running within a predetermined area. He runs to a predetermined area before throwing, and using only one arm they have to throw this. Using only one arm, a metal tipped javelin is thrown as far as possible. That is, he have to throw this javelin as far as possible, and the athlete must hold the javelin by its corded grip with his or her little finger to the tip to be implemented. So that is javelin throw. Now next question is eighth one. Athletes throw an iron ball. Option is B. You can see here. This is the option B. B is shot put. Here the athlete have to throw a iron ball. This ball that is shot, shot, that is a metal ball, and it is put, not thrown. That's why its name came shot put. It is put, not thrown, and it is it is put using only one hand. The aim is to put it as far as possible from the 7-foot diameter circle. The circle in which they are standing is of a diameter 7 foot, and they have to throw this, not throw, they have to put this metal ball as far as possible standing in the circle. And in order for the put to be measured, the shot must not drop below the line of the athlete's shoulders at any stage of the put, and must land inside the designated 35-degree sector. So these are the rules to be followed in shot put. Okay. So here's one file of fact is also given. In 1936, the Berlin Olympics, the person who finished in the 4th place in the women's high jump was actually a male German athlete, Heinrich Röntgen. So it is said that in Berlin Olympics done during the year 1936, the one who finished in the women's high jump and who stood 4th place in that was actually a male German athlete, and his name was Heinrich Röntgen. Okay, so please complete this page in your textbook. So let us wind up the session for today. Thank you.